Picture this: Donald Trump, golden hair gleaming like a freshly minted coin, strides onto the global stage, ready to lead the world in a tariff tango. It's March 4th, 2025, and the man who once tweeted his way into our hearts is back at it, slapping tariffs on imports like a chef seasoning a particularly bland stew. Depending on who you ask, this is either a masterstroke of economic genius or a recipe for a geopolitical pie in the face. Let's waltz through the possibilities, with a nod to the right, a wink to the left, and a chuckle for the rest of us stuck in the middle. Picture this: Donald Trump. For the conservative crowd, Trump's tariffs are the equivalent of an eagle soaring over a field of amber waves of grain, pure, unadulterated American swagger. They argue that these levies protect the heartland's hard-working manufacturers from the sinister clutches of cheap foreign goods. Steelworkers in Pennsylvania and auto assemblers in Michigan might just get a fighting chance to keep their jobs, rather than watching them vanish faster than a politician's promises after Election Day. The right sees tariffs as a way to flex economic muscle, forcing nations like China to rethink their trade playbook. Buy American, hire American isn't just a slogan. It's a battle cry against globalization's relentless march. Now, swing over to the left, where tariffs are less a patriotic ballad and more a dirge for the death of cooperation. Progressives see Trump's trade policy as a wrecking ball crashing through the delicate web of international alliances. They argue that tariffs hike up prices for everyday folks. Think of the poor soul who just wants a $5 toaster, not a $15 made-in-America version that comes with a bald eagle sticker. Inflation, they warn, could rear its ugly head, turning grocery bills into horror novels and making the Fed sweat bullets. The left also frets about retaliation, because if there's one thing history teaches us, it's that trade wars are like bad reality TV. Everyone's yelling, and no one wins. China might slap tariffs on U.S. soybeans, leaving farmers in Iowa staring at piles of unsold beans like a kid who overordered at the buffet. And don't forget the climate angle. Global supply chains, for all their flaws, often optimize efficiency. Disrupt them, and we might be burning more fossil fuels just to spite ourselves. It's a grim vision, delivered with the earnestness of a college freshman who just discovered Noam Chomsky. So, what's the real scoop? Somewhere between the right's chest-thumping and the left's hand-wringing lies a messy truth. Tariffs are a gamble, and the House always takes a cut. On one hand, they could jolt domestic industries awake, like a triple espresso shot to a sleepy economy. The U.S. might claw back some self-reliance, which isn't a bad thing when supply chains snap like twigs in a pandemic. On the other hand, the costs could pile up. Higher prices, ticked-off allies, and a global economy that starts to look like a bar fight at closing time. The humor here is in the predictability. The right will cheer every factory job saved, even if it means paying $20 for a spatula. The left will mourn every tariff as a betrayal of the little guy, even as they sip $8 oat milk lattes and lament capitalism. Meanwhile, the rest of us will just shrug, check our wallets, and hope the trade war doesn't ruin taco night. Because if tariffs make avocados pricier, that's when the real revolution starts. Let's peek at the future, shall we? Scenario 1. Trump's tariffs work like a charm. American steel flows like Niagara Falls, jobs sprout like dandelions, and the trade deficit shrinks faster than a politician's memory during a scandal. The right crows, "Told you so," while the left grumbles into their organic kale smoothies. Scenario 2. It's a flop. Prices soar. Walmart looks like a ghost town, and China finds new buddies in Europe, leaving Uncle Sam holding an empty dance card. The left says, "See?" while the right insists it's all Biden's fault somehow. Or, most likely, we land in Scenario 3, a muddle. Some industries thrive, others flop, and the average Joe keeps on trucking, mildly annoyed but too busy binging Netflix to care. The tariffs will be debated ad nauseum on cable news, with pundits shouting over each other like seagulls fighting. Thanks for joining us on the All Roads channel. Like and subscribe for more great videos. Goodbye until next time.